Very special guest in with us today, my man, Mr. JL Fulks. I think Lacey and I were talking this morning. Is this the third time, that you've been on with us?
Yeah.
You were downtown once, right?
Yeah, at the old location.
Yeah, our old studio down there.
That was cool too, man.
Yeah. Had a very vintage feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And but yeah, glad to have you back, man. I know that boy, you play around. You play everywhere, all over the place, and seems like around July you usually try to make a little South Carolina swing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think for the last 5-6 years, I've come back every summer for 3 to 4 weeks and done a big tour of the upstate of the hometown.
Yeah.
So this is year 5 or 6 right now. So.
Refresh me. Where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Fountain Inn.
Okay.
So I grew up in Fountain Inn and Greenville, Simpsonville.
Yeah.
For 21 years, and then I moved down to Florida for 10 years, and now I'm based out of Nashville.
Yeah. I think you've been in Nashville since I've known you.
Yeah. It was right before the pandemics when I moved there.
Right.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect timing.
That's when you moved and we bought a business.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. So, I know you had to go completely, off script during the pandemic, but you did a great job at that. Your social media stuff and the way that you utilize the online deal is, you got it going on.
Yeah, when it first happened, I didn't really know what I was going to do because for the last 10 years I've played shows for a living.
Right.
They were all taken away from me, and I had just moved to Nashville, and that's when I kind of started learning how to record music and stuff, and now I'm making more money from that than even playing shows.
Wow.
So that's a great income.
So people
along
reach
with
out to
shows.
you wanting for you to record, I guess what?
Yeah, so I do 2 different things. I record guitar for people all over the world on Fiverr, and I produce songs and stuff like that, and do guitar lessons. And then I also write custom songs for this company called Songfinch.
Nice.
So if somebody wants to give their significant other a song for their birthday or anniversary or whatever, they hire somebody like me, and I write the song. And
man, that's so
cool.
I use Fiverr a lot. They have a lot of voice actors and for commercials and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I use it for stuff like thumbnails and things like that too.
I'm actually on Fiverr. You can hire me.
Has anybody done it?
I've never been hired, but
I'll hire you.
But I'm there.
Heck yeah.
You can see my face. No, I don't know. I think it's I think you can pay them to be populated at the top of lists.
Yeah.
Like most companies.
I've got
and I'm too cheap to do that.
Yeah, I'm in the pro seller program, so I've got a person actually at Fiverr that helps me with my account.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Very, very cool, man. Very cool. So I see online and stuff. Are you touring with a full band? Do you have hired guns, or you have the same band all the time? Because sometimes you do solo shows, sometimes it's full band. How does that work out for you?
Yeah, exactly. So in this day and age, it's kind of hard to have a full-time band, unless you got a record deal or something,
right?
Because everybody kind of plays with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of got 2 bands that I use here in the upstate. And
okay.
My A team and my B team, and depending who's available, and I hire them, and they're all super pro.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that for years.
Yeah.
And kind of wherever I go, instead of just hauling a band around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's I've seen that happen a lot, where people, majority of the time they're playing solo shows.
Yeah.
And then, when a business or venue or something does need a full band, they have those guys they can piece together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how we do it in Nashville, too.
Yeah.
Everybody plays with everybody.
Yeah. You do a lot of writer rounds or anything up there?
Yeah, I do a lot of that. Songwriting is probably the thing I'm pursuing the most up there. So
yeah. That would be, for me, it would be kind of intimidating. But I think fulfilling at the same time, if that even makes sense. But, you're working with like-minded people who are talented and do the same thing and swapping ideas and all that, but
exactly.
There's probably some stupid talented people up there too.
Oh yeah, it's I tell everybody this, I come back here and a lot of people know who I am. I'm able to pack out the shows and stuff, but I go back there and I'm a nobody.
Yeah.
So it's you're competing with people that are famous and stuff. So that's kind of how it is. But at the same time, you've got this huge ocean of musicians that you can hire and work with, collaborate. So it's the best place for music to be, in my opinion.
It's the music mecca right now, no doubt. I think Nashville, I read something that the population there has tripled in the last 20
I
20
think
years.
they say like 100 people like a week or something move there or a day. It's insane.
It is insane. So yeah, Nashville is definitely it's definitely a place to be. How important is the networking side of all that and just the relationships?
It's very important. And when I was younger, like I used to really dive into that. But at this point, like I'm already making a living, so like, you know, I still play the politics and stuff, but not as much as I used to, you know, and now I kind of am able to do what I love every day. So,
right.
You know, but it is important if you really want to get next level.
Was there ever a time in your life where you're like, man, I just want to play music full time and I just want to do this, and maybe you were at another job or something like that, and now, I mean, it seems like you're fulfilling that, right?
Yeah, you know, like I started performing right when I, you know, picked up the guitar, and there was one show in I guess like my freshman, sophomore year of college. I was kind of figuring out what I wanted to do, and I was at Greenville Tech, and I was kind of flunking my classes because I was playing shows all the time, you know, and just not really focused on that. I was more focused on that.
Hard to walk off stage at 2 a.m. with an 8 a.m. class the next day.
Exactly. And I ended up winning this pretty big battle of the bands in Greenville with this band I was in, and it was a huge show at the Handlebar. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
But and I just remember that night when we won that, I was like 1,000 people in there, and I was just like, all right, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care, you know, if I'm poor or what, you know, I can't see myself doing anything else.
Yeah.
So I dedicated my life to it, and here I am.
Man,
but you started like as a blues. You went into like a blues tour, didn't you?
Yeah. So I started off like with the blues and stuff because my dad introduced it to me at a young age, and then I've gone kind of like from blues to rock to country. I've kind of bounced back, you know, and now I'm kind of mix it all. But when I moved down to Florida is when my blues career really took off, and I started playing with this guy Brandon Santini and doing a bunch of blues festivals, and then
he sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Got his friend Brandon Santini. You're gonna have a good time with a guy like that, right?
Yeah. We
It's
did.
like he's got a yacht.
Yeah. And I toured with him out of Memphis and stuff, and that's kind of where I got my chops and stuff when I was in my early 20s, and then I kind of started my own career and stuff after that.
Yeah. That's so cool. Well traveled. JL Fulks in studio with us, hanging out with us till 10 o'clock here this morning. So the songwriting and all that, I know. I mean, you're doing this all the time. I've seen your studio, your home studio is really nice.
Thanks, man.
Online and stuff. What's the process you go through? I mean, does it have to be a light bulb moment? Can you just sit down and kind of just hammer out some stuff? How does that writing process work for you?
You know, like a lot of people talk about that, but one thing a lot of people don't talk about is in Nashville, the good writers, they can come up with something on the spot. Yeah. Like they don't hit writer's block. They know how to get around it. Mm-hmm. And that was something that I've gotten better at in the last couple of years. Because before, like, and sometimes like you do have those moments of inspiration that just, you know, pop up and you can write a song in minutes. But I write so many songs for Songfinch and stuff now that like I've got like 3 days to write a song, and like I knock out the lyrics in one day and then I track everything else in another day.
Wow.
So you start lyrics first?
Yes.
Okay.
And which that was something I didn't do before.
Right.
And now I found that process to be a lot easier. But there's a lot of different ways of writing songs. Sometimes you want the music first. Mm-hmm. So it's good to change it up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, some people that I've talked to, they have the melody, so then they have to hammer it out, you know, on the guitar, and then they can go back and put and fit the lyrics in. I think it would be tougher, I would think, to write the lyrics first. And sure, you got the melody in your head, but then go back and fit the music part into it. I think that's a very that doesn't just happen, is what I'm saying. You really have to work into that.
Yeah, you know, like I kind of come up with like the hook and the idea, and like I already kind of go into it knowing like, all right, I want this to be country, and I try to figure out like what style of country. Like for example, like I'll be like, let's do like a style like Jason Aldean or something, you know, and then I'll, you know, cut it like that after I've written the lyrics. So I've already kind of got an idea.
His name hadn't came up lately.
I know.
At all.
Yeah. I haven't heard from him in a while.
Wonder what he's doing now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool, man. Very, very cool. What's all right? So I know you're on all these. You were saying like Songfinch and Fiverr and all that. Have you ever had like just stupid weird requests for a song or something that's just totally not what you would normally do?
It's funny because like they're all different, you know, and like, you get some of them that are like really emotional, and then you get some that are just like really funny or really corny, and I try to do like my best, and I've got different like templates. So I'm like, all right, this one's gonna be a happy, this one's gonna be more sad. Sometimes you get them that are that way, but, so I kind of go off the mood of what I'm reading, like the vibe.
We interviewed Ray Scott not long ago, and he is a songwriter that has a lot of a lot of serious stuff, but he's got really silly songs
his,
too.
Last album he released after losing both of his parents.
Yeah.
So the whole album was sad. He said, and then I decided to. I don't even know how to even describe his album he just put out, but it's basically about
It's got a lot of innuendos.
Yeah. it's a funny one.
Yeah, it's a funny album. So
they're lifting the spirits after the sad one.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I guess so. JL Fulks in studio with us. So you've been here for a couple weeks playing around South Carolina stuff. We were talking about this on off air a little while ago. You're seeing a huge shift in venues and things that are happening here in South Carolina, right?
Yeah. So like I said, I've been doing this for years, coming back home and playing, and this was probably one of the harder years to book shows and stuff because of the liability insurance crisis that's going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of venues in the upstate closing down, and it's always the smaller towns that are getting hit by this, and so my shows are probably like half of what I normally do, but the days that I have off, I'm doing orders and I'm filling it, making videos and stuff like that.
Right.
But it has been a struggle with that.
So yeah, we're seeing a lot of music venues closing because of a new insurance deal that's going on that they're passing or has passed or something in South Carolina, where literally
it's just South Carolina right now.
Yeah,
just South Carolina. It's the only state that has this.
Yeah. So the lawmakers thought it was a good idea to allow insurance companies to quadruple. And I don't know the words past that one.
I told you,
quintuple.
That's 5.
There you go.
I learned that yesterday.
The insurance for venues that have alcohol, which most music venues do. So you go from paying $5,000-$6,000 a year in insurance to I've seen pictures of $100,000+ a year.
That's insane.
Just for liability insurance. Mm-hmm. I mean, most of these places are mom and pops.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
And
nobody can justify that.
It's very unfair for the little man because, like Greenville, Charleston, those places aren't going to get hit harder. But places like Abbeville, and smaller towns, Greenwood, easily, like places like that are going to get hit, and you're going to start seeing more and more venues closing down because of that.
Yeah,
it's really sad. And
I know there's petitions out right now, and I don't think it's made its final push through into law yet, but we definitely need to reach out.
Listen, it's enough through for it to start already having
not enough
effect.
people know about it.
Yeah.
Right.
And every time people hear about it, they're like, what?
Yeah.
So people out there, reach out to your lawmakers. Let's not lose the music scene here in the upstate.
Yeah.
For example, like if you said $5,000, that's here. I'm the number person over here.
Yeah.
So just put in perspective, like your per month. So it goes from $415 per month to $8,330 per month.
Right.
Nobody can do that.
I mean, that's crazy.
That is like, and you don't get like a year head start to try to prepare for it. It's boom, you're slapped with it, and then most people have to close their doors.
There's been a lot already that have.
Yeah. Have you? So yeah, we'll talk to some lawmakers on that and see what the deal is.
We got one on speed dial.
Yeah, we got one on speed dial. We'll jingle his phone up about that, no doubt. As far as venues you have played, and I'm not just talking locally, I'm talking wherever. Is there one that you're like, man, that was like a check mark spot that was burnt in the memory forever? I'll always remember that one venue.
Well, I would say like venue. I mean, I've played a lot of good venues, especially down in Florida. But like I've had some really killer blues festivals that I've played that were really big, and like opening for Johnny Winter.
Oh,
that was
wow.
probably the most memorable one. Like he wanted to meet me after. And
Yeah.
I got my guitar signed, a picture with him.
That's cool.
So that was really memorable. And then I've opened for guys like Robert Randolph and the Family Band at the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which was, I opened for a lot of guys there, like Tab Benoit and Doyle Bramhall and Donovan Frankenreiter, like a bunch of pretty good, big blues artists and stuff. And so those definitely stick in my memory. And then obviously the Funky Biscuit in Boca Raton, Florida. That's
What a great name.
Funky Biscuit.
The Funky Biscuit.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a breakfast place first, first time I saw it, but that's kind of the premier venue in South Florida.
That is so cool, man. Is there a bucket list stage you'd like to be on?
I'd love to play like the Grand Ole Opry or something
yeah.
like that, or the Ryman. That would be really cool in Nashville.
Yeah. I've asked that question to people before. Red Rocks always comes up.
Yeah, Red Rocks, definitely.
I could see you playing at Red Rock.
Yeah. That's definitely a bucket list one for sure.
I just want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I've
Me
never
too.
been
I'd
there.
love to see somebody there.
You play and we'll go.
right.
I'll fly you guys out.
Yeah, you book Red Rocks. I'm there. No doubt about it. JL Fulks in studio with us and having a good time here, catching up with him this morning. So tell everybody. I know you got some shows booked around here locally coming up next few days, right?
Yep, exactly. So tomorrow is actually my birthday. So
Happy birthday tomorrow.
so-
Where's my bell? Hey, happy birthday.
yeah, so I'm doing a little birthday bash.
There you go.
At this place called the Pint Station in Easley. And
Okay.
I'm doing that from like 7 to 10 tomorrow.
Very cool, man.
And then the next day, I'm headed back here to Abbeville, and I'm going to be playing at the Belmont Inn.
Nice.
Okay,
And,
so Saturday at the Belmont.
Yep, Saturday.
Okay.
Yep.
Man, that's cool. Is that a ticketed event?
No,
Okay.
I don't believe so, because we were going to try to do it in the alley, but if it's too hot, then we're going to do it inside.
It's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot.
So,
It's gonna
yeah,
be
I'm
hot.
thinking it might be inside. So
The alley at the Belmont is a beautiful place. They got the lights strung up over the top and all that, and it's a wonderful
I
atmosphere.
mean, at nighttime. What time?
Exact-
At night?
6 to 9.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be
It
hot.
shouldn't be miserable, though.
But what I was gonna say is, even though that's a beautiful venue, it's on asphalt and there's
Yeah.
brick walls. All you're in an oven
There is.
right
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
That's
that
true.
is true.
yeah, it's hot. But yeah, that's really cool, man. Saturday at the Belmont.
Yep. So I don't know if you guys remember last time we did the paranormal
Yes.
investigation
Yeah,
after.
that's
I've
right.
got the YouTube from last time, so we're doing the sequel this time.
Nice.
Okay.
We're going back. So because I'm getting a room, and my buddy Tyler here is doing the video here in the studio. He's going to be with me, and
Yeah.
my girlfriend. We're going to have a little team. And
Didn't you do the tour with
yes,
Margie?
yep, I sure did.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend her tour.
Yes.
Yeah. She actually has a guided bus tour now.
I saw that.
So yeah,
That's
Hourglass
awesome.
Tours. She does
Yeah.
tours all around.
It has air conditioning, too.
Yeah, all around the Lakelands and stuff. They do a great job with that.
That's awesome.
So, did you for those that didn't get to watch your YouTube video there? I encourage you to go do that. Just go look up JL Fulks on YouTube. But did you? Obviously, it didn't spook you enough not to want to do it again.
Yeah, it was one of these things. Like, first off, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, so much fun. I've never done anything like that in my life before, so that was really cool. But yeah, we did see a couple things, like not necessarily like a ghost or something like that, but things that were a little weird. Like we cut, like on an SLS camera, we cut a little stick figure that looked like a child, like in the lobby, which was
Ooh.
interesting. And then when we had like the spirit box and the cat balls out, they were going off and saying a couple weird things that were like, okay. Like we said something and then the cat ball starts going off, like reacting.
Yeah.
And like, that's a little strange, but besides that, we didn't really see much. But
Yeah.
but this time we got a little better gear, so
Yeah.
we invested a little bit in this time.
I can't wait to see the clips of this.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
And
Good stuff.
yesterday we actually were at the Belmont and we filmed like a guitar music video inside. So
Nice.
that's going up on the YouTube today, right after this actually. So
Very cool.
That'll be up there to check out.
Yeah, very, very cool. All right, we are up against our bottom of the hour break. J.O. Folks going to be hanging out with us. We're going to hear him play that guitar over there when we come back. And so don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss this. And hang tight. We'll be right back. J.L. Folks in studio with us. What's going on, my man?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
That's right. That's right. J.L. Folks hanging out with us here till 10 o'clock. And, man, you got a new EP coming out, right?
Yeah, so on the side, yeah, I've been slowly working on some new music. Last time I put out music was right at the beginning of the pandemic, so that kind of set me back. And now I've got some new music I've been working on and slowly picking at it. And we're going to put it out in the fall, so we're just in the final stages of it now.
Yeah.
You've got to be probably your own worst critic when it comes to like putting out your own music.
Oh, I really am, especially when it comes to my stuff. That's why I've taken so long, like I want good songs, and then I want the budget to be there, and it'd be awesome.
So are you recording most of it on your own?
So I've been working with this guy named Jared Palmer in Nashville, and it's just been me and him.
Yeah.
And he has a nice studio in his house, and a really nice studio, and he just kind of said, hey, you want to come over here and record some stuff? And he just started laying down stuff, and it's been coming together for like 6 months or something. We've been working on it.
Do you play other instruments?
I play bass and acoustic guitar, electric guitar, sing, and produce.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I play a little MIDI stuff like on keyboard, but that's about it.
I'd be terrified if I was a guitar player to send you anything. So we've said it. I mean, countless times. You are hands down the best guitar player we've ever had.
You.
It. You know.
Yeah.
I disagree, but
well, JL Fulks here. So tell us. I know you've got other music out and stuff now. Where can everybody go find all of that?
Spotify is the big one I'm trying to push more. I haven't pushed my Spotify over the years a whole lot, and it doesn't really favor blues musicians. But I put a lot of country out and stuff, and this new
loves
EP,
90s rap.
Yeah, yeah. So like, this new EP is going to be country / Americana, kind of Yellowstone vibe.
Cool.
So that's kind of what I'm going for with this.
Yeah. Well, I see that beautiful guitar sitting beside you there. You got got a little something picked out for us today.
Yeah, man, this is a 1971 Martin D18, so this guitar is way older than me.
Yeah, it's older than me, too. I don't get to say that very often.
I was about to say, man, I bet you love saying that.
But yeah, I got one we can, an unreleased song I can play here for you guys.
Absolutely. Love hearing it here first.
Yeah, this was one I wrote with a buddy of mine down in Florida. He came to me and he was going through a divorce, and he's like, "Man, I got an idea for a song." He's like, "I want to call it I Got the Dogs, because she took everything, but I got the dogs." And I was like, "You know what? That's perfect."
Yeah,
so we sat down over a Zoom call and wrote this one, and I've been playing it out a lot. This one's called I Got the Dogs. She took the house in my 4x4, threw out all my clothes right out the front door. She even took my boat and sold my horse. She took it all in the damn divorce. But I got the dogs, and they got me to sleep here by my side, right where she used to be. I couldn't be happier than I am right now. She wanted the dogs, but I got them anyhow. I should have stayed home instead of fishing with the boys. Now she's got my poles and all my redneck toys. She loved the girls, they're the one thing that I got, and they would still be hers, but we untied the knot. Now I got the dogs, and they got me to sleep here by my side, right where she used to be. I couldn't be happier than I am right now. She wanted the dogs, but I got them anyhow. That's right. It's been pretty cold sleeping in this old dive bar. My fur friends keep me warm, and the whiskey ain't too far. But time is running out, until we have to move on. There's a long road ahead of us, and I'm tired and woe begone. But I got the dogs, and they got me. I sleep here by my side, right where she used to be. I couldn't be happier than I am right now. She wanted the dogs, but I got them anyhow. She wanted the dogs, but I got them anyhow.
Yeah, JL Fulks in the house.
Love it. I love it.
Such a cleverly written song, man. That
Thanks,
is
man.
so good. That is so good.
What kind of dog was it?
Man, I don't even know. I think a couple labs he's got.
Yeah.
I have to send
That
him
makes
this
sense.
after.
Yeah, feels like a chihuahua or something. It's like, just take the dog.
Aw.
Oh, man. JL Fulks in the house. So is that going to be on the EP?
That one's going to be on the EP, and that one's going to be
Absolutely.
electrified with the guitar and everything.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, so cool, man. It's so cool. JL Fulks in the house. Saturday, going to be right here in Abbeville, the Belmont Inn.
That's right.
What time you getting started? 6?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Man, I encourage everybody to come
Absolutely.
out and check out JL at the Belmont. And your YouTube channel is popping. You got all kind of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, I keep it fresh. You know?
Yeah. So JL Fulks on YouTube, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And all your social media platforms, you can just go look up JL Fulks there as well. And big on TikTok and all that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
You do it all, don't you? I mean,
Yeah.
you handle all the social
I
media
do.
stuff.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
The
It
editing is the hard part, right?
Yeah, it does. You know, I want to get to a point where I can just hire somebody on Fiverr
Yeah.
or something to do, you
Right.
know? But yeah, until we get there, yeah, I'm pretty much doing it all myself.
Yeah.
I don't feel my age until I try to make something on TikTok. I'm like, oh God, am I old?
Well,
Yeah, and that's something I haven't been able to figure out yet. TikTok, I'm still working on that.
there's a lot of different there's different apps just to edit stuff for TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot.
I know
it can be a lot.
TikTok favors you more if you edit in the app too.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's like same thing with Instagram Reels and
Yeah.
you know.
I've actually found it easier to do it on a desktop instead of trying to do it on your phone.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what I usually do.
Yeah, definitely.
We're all telling our age here.
Well,
Yeah.
JL Fulks in the
That a
house.
15-year-old could flip through those transitions and knock
Dude.
it out real
Oh, I
fast.
My daughter's 12. I'm like, hey, I'm stuck. Figure this out for me. She's
But
like, boop,
there's
boop,
some
boop,
people
boop.
that got it down.
Yeah.
You know, every time they post, they know exactly what they're
Yeah.
doing, you know.
What's weird for me is working through the algorithms.
Yeah.
Where your stuff is seen.
Mm-hmm.
I've found that at certain times of day that you post means a lot.
Yeah.
Length of what you post means a lot,
Yeah, exactly. Like a buddy of mine, he's got some kind of app that schedules like the best
Yeah, yeah.
times or whatever to do it. So he'll make a week's worth of TikToks and they'll automatically post on those.
Schedule them
yeah.
up. Man, genius.
Well, that's smart.
Genius. Yeah, there's so many little intricate details about doing all that, but that's part of the business now, right?
Oh yeah, I mean that's what. Believe it or not, that's what record labels look for now.
Wow.
Which is kind of sad because
Online presence.
yeah, they care. All right, what's your TikTok following? If it's not there and you're not already like trending, then they're really not interested. Like, which is
Wow.
kind of sad.
Yeah.
But that's what I've been hearing for a lot of people I know that are
Yeah.
up there.
Incredible. So JL Fulks in studio with us. We're coming down to our to 10 o'clock here, but man, I just appreciate you so much for always taking the time to hang out with us here when you're making your South Carolina swing every year.
Oh, absolutely.
And we always have such a good time, and just a wonderful, wonderful musician, singer, songwriter, the whole nine. I encourage everybody to go out and just look up JL Fulks online. Probably just Google it, and it'll point you in the right direction there. But
Yep.
go buy his stuff. Cannot wait for this EP to come
Yes.
out this fall, man. I'm
Me
super
too.
excited about
It's
that.
been a long time coming, so I'm ready for some new music out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you've ended the show the last 2 times this way, so I feel like you got to do it now.
I had a
almost
feeling it was coming.
It's almost a tradition now.
It's going to feel wrong if you don't.
Lacey just wants to hear him slay the guitar.
I do.
Hold on. All right, before we do that, 1971 Martin D18. did you purposely seek out that particular guitar, or did that just come about and you're like, I gotta have it?
Okay, actually, kind of a funny story. I was going through a breakup, and
She got the other guitars.
no, she didn't get the dogs either. But basically, she like left a bunch of furniture and stuff at my apartment in Nashville, and just like didn't take any of it. So like I sold it. I went and bought this guitar.
That's a good one.
That is great.
Yeah.
But,
God, there's a song in there too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, but I got it at Carter Vintage Guitars, and I was planning on buying a new Martin D18, and I saw this one in there for the same price, and I was like, I'll take the 52-year-old one
Yeah.
any day. You know, and I'm glad I did, because it's one of my best sounding guitars for sure.
It's definitely.
I love playing it downtown Nashville. It's awesome. I love it.
That is so cool. So what a great story. All right, so I guess you're going to oblige Lacey's request.
Yeah, you know, I
Pick that
usually
guitar back
do the acoustic version of the Stevie Ray Vaughan Rude Mood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a minute since I've done it, but
I'm
I'm
saying
gonna do it for
it
you
would
guys.
feel wrong to close the show any other way.
Let's do it.
JL Fulks.
God, I love it.
In the house.
I love it.
Man, thank you
It's
so
my favorite
much,
thing.
brother.
It's my favorite thing.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. Hey, we appreciate you so much coming in, hanging out
Yes.
with us, man. It's
I
always a
appreciate
pleasure.
you guys. You guys are awesome.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
having me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. JL Fulks, you can catch him in Abbeville Saturday night, 6 o'clock at the Belmont Inn. And, anytime, doors always open.
Follow
brother.
him and buy his music.
Absolutely. Yeah, do that too. That is all the time we got for today's show. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Do it all over again, dark and early, 6 to 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for another edition of the Abbeville First Bank Southern Fried Morning Show. Everybody love everybody. For Lacey Yates, I'm Benji Greason. Say bye, Lacey.
Bye, Lacey.